This is all about the numbers in the Golden Ad Report, video 2. Now, in the last video, we talked about how to narrow down and work out the cost of consumption for a video. It's really pretty easy. Again, you can test $3 a day, $5 a day, but literally after just a couple of days, it's pretty easy to see where that consumption lies. Now, it's really important that we're going to focus on the right placements. So we want to take a look at a video view objective, for example. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to run this test to 4 different cold markets. And again, I'm really focusing right here, of course, on top of funnel activities. Now, you'll see inside the Social Media Ad Genius training, what we talk about is finding 2 core audiences, targeting people, of course, by age and specific interest, and having those audiences be over 1 million plus, and the other 2 cold audiences being lookalike audiences. Ideally, like 95% video views of longer watched videos. Lookalike audiences of pages of likes on your page, as long as they got there ethically, morally, in the right way. Or lookalikes of leads, or lookalike of sales. Lookalikes of landing pages or friends of friends is stuff to never ever test. That could go into forever on why that. But what we're going to do is we're going to run this cold market traffic, and specifically we're going to start off running in mobile. It's going to be one of the best options for video consumption on mobile. We're going to see a higher consumption rate, and the cost is going to be a lot lower too. We also start a lot of ads top of funnel out on mobile. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run these videos really in the mobile feed in suggested video. And now Facebook said that they're phasing out the suggested video objective, but at least just target mobile, Facebook feed, and suggested video only. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to run, of course, ads in the Instagram feed, but there's only 2 placements in the Instagram feed. One being for Instagram feed, which essentially it has to be 1080 by 1080. We have a link inside of our Facebook Live training document that talks all about the different dimensions required for Facebook and for Instagram. But the 2 different feeds on Instagram is, one is the Instagram feed, that's a 1080 by 1080 video, and that video can be up to 1 minute long. That's it. Or you can also do an Instagram story. Those are 15 seconds long, and they must be shot in the format of holding up a phone, as in portrait style, not landscape style. So you have Instagram feed. Now, the audience network you can run videos in, but your videos cannot be over 30 seconds long. So it gives you a lot of ability to run in the Facebook feed and suggested video feed, again, mobile. But there are some restrictions of targeting in Instagram and the audience network, but I wanted to let you know your options. Now, 1-minute videos, again, that's what we focus on Instagram. We do run them in Facebook as well, but at least you're going to be able to open up Instagram for your audience. The other thing is, too, is these 2-minute videos, and these 2, 3, or 4-minute videos is really what I'm running to my cold market, because I'm looking for consumption. Are they watching the video, or are they clicking through to the site? Now, I also do use 15-second videos, but I don't use 15-second videos top of funnel. Very rarely will I, unless I really know the calculated risk. Many times I'm going to assist people through the funnel, which I'm going to show you over the next couple of slides. Now, keep in mind, when I'm retargeting these 1 and 2-minute video views, it's not by 10-second views. These views specifically are being targeted that are 2, 3, 4 minutes long, because I want people spending time with our talent. 2, 3, 4 minutes. All right, so what's going to basically happen is you obviously have all these different cold markets that you're going to run to, again, once the bottom and middle of funnel is all worked out. And what you're going to do is you're going to start slowly testing these video view objectives, and what you're going to have is basically cascading effect, like a waterfall. Because literally you can go ahead and just test 1 video. Like I'll show you an example in the next couple of videos. You can run just 1 video for, well, just $3 a day to cold market 1, $3 a day to cold market 2, $3 a day to cold market 3, $3 a day to cold market 4. That's $12 running between those 4 different markets total. And then after 3 or 4 days, you can easily see the video consumption. Now, if the video consumption starts to move to landing page clicks, what you're going to do is test the exact same creative, but now you're just going to copy and duplicate the campaign. You're going to test a traffic objective. And you know the video views are going to go down, but you're going to test the exact same creative with a traffic objective, because you're looking for people to actually click on the ad and go to the landing page. Again, they're not watching the video. It's like a different modality that we're targeting. Now, once we see 50 leads, and there's kind of a controversy between this, it could be 50 or 30 leads in a 7-day period, then you can optimize for conversion. Like for example, at Social Media Ad Genius, we collect leads, people then add to cart, and then they buy. So I can optimize after I get 50 leads. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test the video objective versus the traffic objective versus the conversion objective of leads. So I want to optimize for leads. And what else I'm going to do is as I start getting 50 leads and I start to see 50 people add to cart, now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to run a conversion objective campaign for add to cart. And I'm going to show you in the example, it's pretty interesting because video views will start producing some sales. Traffic objectives will get people to the landing page, produce just a little sales, not a little bit more. And then the conversion objective of like leads starts to really drive some good qualified leads. But remember, when you start driving conversions, your cost per click is going to go up, not down, because Facebook's looking for that ideal target. But we got to make sure that we season that pixel properly. That's why you're watching through this ad report. And again, working from the bottom, middle, and then top of funnel. I would never start running conversion optimization directly right out of the gate. Now, I'm going to run, of course, these 1 to 2 minute videos. And what I'm looking for are people watching the videos, or, of course, are they going to the landing page? If they're going to the landing page, like I said, after we get 50 people to the landing page, I'm going to change my objective to the conversion of the landing page. Now, keep in mind, if you do not own the site, like if you're an affiliate or if you're in a company where you're using a third-party site and you do not control the pixel, you are not going to optimize for landing page views. You're going to optimize for link clicks. The big difference between the link click is people clicking on the link or people waiting for the page to load. Since you don't have a pixel on that page, you're going to do lead clicks and, of course, not the conversion optimizations. So we're going to look at that cost of the landing page, and then, of course, what does that cost look like to become a lead? What does it look like to become a lead and go to the VSL webinar? So this is why I'm going to be testing my video view objectives. Can be just $3 a day. Same thing with the traffic objectives. That could be $3 a day. So literally 2 weeks down the road, I could be running some video views objectives for, let's just say I have out of the 4 cold markets, let's say I could turn off 2 of the cold markets. So now I have 2 running for video view. I may have 2 other markets that are running for traffic objective because that seems to work a little bit better. And I only may have 1 market that seems to work out really well for a conversion objective. But once I start to see 50 conversions in a week, now I can really start scaling that traffic. But this is how essentially that you start scaling traffic. And by the way, where I use those 15-second videos is right here, where I want to keep pushing people through the funnel. Because remember, in this 15-second video, like I'll show you in the next slide, there's no click or call to action, but it's great to say, hey, don't forget the webinar is coming up, or hey, I noticed you checked out my sales page, don't forget the special bonus. Because see, here's what happens. This is the critical reason for building the Hot 7 and the Step 2. Remember, the Hot 7 is over 7 days. The Step 2 is over 90 days. So as you're testing all these videos top of funnel, or you're running this $1 a day at 7 for the Hot 7, or you could be running $1 a day for the Step 2, depends on how big you want to retarget pool. But everything that we're doing is essentially, well, it's all going to be leading into stuff that I can test. Meaning, I'm going to go ahead and test when I first have an offer that comes out. Like for instance, Nick and I have a brand new offer we're going to launch next week. What we're going to do is we're going to target our Hot 7. We're going to target our Hot 7 for video views, landing page clicks, and message ads because we're looking to get people inside of Messenger. I'm going to test those 3 different objectives with the same type of ad creative in my Hot 7. I only have to spend $3 to $5 a day over a couple of days just to see what that looks like. I don't have to start testing hundreds of dollars a day and burn through a ton of cash before I find out what's working or what's not. Literally in a couple of dollars a day, I can see what the trends are. And let's just say that I'm looking for, sales at $15 each. Well, yeah, I may test $15 or $30 a day. The moral of the story just means you don't have to test at $10, $20, or $50 a day. It literally can be specific campaigns that have objectives that are running to audiences that are $3 to $5 a day set up on a daily budget. Now, check this out. What I'm going to test now is my Hot 7 audience or my Step 2 warm audience. And I'm going to test that. Okay, well, what happens if I take this creative and run it as a landing page click, or take the same objective as run it as a messenger ad? Now I'm just going to run it for a couple of dollars a day, so I'm not completely polluting my audience or cross-pollinating my audience or whatever you want to call it, where you're trying to do way too much at once. But I'm going to slowly start testing, hey, which one of these objectives, is it a 5-minute Facebook Live? Maybe it's a 3 to 5 minute content video. Maybe it's a 1 to 2 minute video. Maybe it's a lead ad. Maybe it's a message ad. Maybe it's a conversion ad. But what is it? What is the cost, again, to get to my landing page, to become a lead, to actually get to the point where I make an offer, whether that's a webinar, VSL, and then, of course, the sales page. Because essentially what's going to happen is we're going to use our hot 7, again, that's our 7-day really hot audience, or the step 2 warm audience, which is bigger, to test the different landing page, leads, messages, engagement. This is middle of funnel. So what we're going to do is we want to make sure that we're going to test these different objectives with landing page clicks or lead generation or messages or conversions. Again, once you reach 30 to 50 conversions within a week, whether that's a lead or add to funnel or a custom conversion, whatever you have set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to test these out. We're going to see, again, how do people travel down the funnel. Now remember, at any time what you can do is you can always be running, well, fast exposure but no clicks. Like, hey, don't forget my sale is going to end in 24 hours. Hey, don't forget we have a special for the 4th of July. Hey, don't forget the webinar is going to start tomorrow at noon, or the webinar is going to start Thursday at 3. Well, you can run brand awareness ads, reach ads, engagement ads, or video views. Now, we don't run a lot of engagement ads anymore. Facebook's kind of phasing that out. It's not necessarily related to a best practice. Brand awareness can really help top of funnel and hone in, especially on long form posts. You'll see that in the example. You're also going to see the reach. Because what reach is going to do is reach is going to reach as many people as possible and have as many impressions as possible in a day, which works out great if you're closing the cart in the last 24 hours or retargeting someone for 48 hours that didn't buy, went to the cart and didn't buy. Engagement, again, kind of phasing that one out. And of course, you have video views, which can give you exposure really quick. This is really the entire layout that we have of the entire funnel versus influence. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the next video where we're going to break down just a little bit more of the funnel versus influence. And this is all going to tie in to the golden ad report. So now that you can see how everything's run, why it's run, let's take a look at the specific strategy and then the numbers. Let's go ahead and move on to the next video.